Welcome to the Bankhouse Media podcast. I am your host, Matthew Toman, the founder of Bankhouse Media. On this podcast, we're going to give you some tips and advice from our experiences that will help your business thrive in this digital age. We will also be speaking to fellow business owners who will talk about exactly how they grew their business online, got through their hardest times, and how they turned a profit. I am also going to introduce you to some of the Bankhouse Media team who will share their knowledge and hopefully add even more value to your business. Thank you so much for listening, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hi and welcome back to the Bankhouse Media podcast. My name is Matthew Toman and I am your host for the show. I am also the CEO and founder of Bankhouse Media. So thank you so much for tuning in again and listening. We had a great success with our podcast launch back in March. We did intend on having them coming weekly, but we did not expect what happened in lockdown to happen. I think a lot of us went into the current situation that we're now coming out of very much unknown what's happening, what's going to happen. We didn't really know. We were exactly the same in Bankhouse. As soon as we started lockdown, a lot of our clients' accounts froze because they were no longer needing marketing because their business had stopped. And so what I done in that moment was, obviously I kept everybody working, and I said, right, I want us to start working on our business and making sure our website's in good place, our podcast it gets released, and start working on the anything we could do in-house to try to make it easier, putting in systems in place, working on our CRM system that was actually going to be the epicenter of our whole business. So we spent a lot of time doing that. But what happened with Bankhouse was we became really overwhelmed with work, to be honest, to the point where we ended up hiring. So the podcast became a bit of a back seat. We didn't end up getting out as many as we possibly could. I feel we're in a really good position now, and we've got new members on the team that are looking after this and producing the podcast for us. So we're very excited about getting stuck back in and getting started. A few of the things that have happened throughout lockdown, which we're very happy about. I have been made a mentor at the local enterprise office, Dublin City, which is fantastic. We're very delighted to be working with local enterprise office. I'm very proud and shocked and can't even believe that I'm a mentor on the panel. Takes quite long and hard to get onto it, but because they had a massive influx of work, and because we're specialised in digital, they needed someone that was specialising in digital, and I had a conversation with them and they invited me onto the panel. So I'm very excited to be on the panel, and I hope to have great success with the people that I'm mentoring. What this means to you guys is anybody who is going for a continuity voucher with the local enterprise office or going for mentoring with the local enterprise office, you can work with me, and you also can work with the team at Bankhouse Media, and it's great. It's absolutely brilliant. Another thing that I just want to let people know is that we also got selected as a delivery consultant for Intertrade Ireland, the eMerge program. So this is pretty much the same as local enterprise office, but in Northern Ireland. So we're delighted to be working with people through Intertrade Ireland as well. We hope to have great success with those clients also. And what this means to people in Northern Ireland is, if you're working through Intertrade Ireland, there may be a possibility that you can work with me and work with Bankhouse Media. So it's great. This has been brilliant for us because I've been putting down roots in Northern Ireland. I hadn't lived here in over 10 years. I ended up being forced to live here because of lockdown. I didn't get the opportunity to fly to the States because everything shut down. But I'm very grateful that I am here, because I think Belfast and Northern Ireland has great potential. I think there's great potential for growth. I think there's great potential for businesses coming through, and I'm really excited about being here. So we've moved into an office in Belfast City Centre, and now we're just putting the team together. We've got a great new videographers, great new creative team that has been working with us, and we're very excited of bringing fresh new ideas into the team, and everybody learning and everybody growing together. So that's also something very exciting for businesses in Northern Ireland who would like to work with us digitally. We also had done a lot of work pro bono over the COVID-19 lockdown period, one of them being a business called Ready Donate. It is absolutely amazing. It was my crazy barber, Annie. Annie actually came to me and said, I want to do this, where I start to get food for families that may need it, that may be struggling right now. It's all anonymous. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. So we went straight to work and actually built the charity Ready Donate. It's now served over 3,000 meals in the inner city Dublin area, and there's so many people benefiting from that. Annie is amazing. He owns a barber's called Cesolato on Wexford Street. He's been my barber for 3 or 4 years now. I absolutely love him as a person, and I think that it was great to do this with him because he actually just is so passionate about what he gets into and what he does, and I think that it's something that we're very happy to be a part of, and we're very proud to be a part of. We still have our office in Dublin. We have an office in Belfast. We still have a team in Dublin, and now we're building our team in Belfast. So it's very exciting times. We've all been working remotely. We're all coming back into the offices again, which is nice to be around one another. But we are going to continue on with working remotely. It works for everybody on the team, but we also have a space in each city where we can go and spend time and collaborate and work together, because some clients and jobs actually need that, just to have everybody in the room together, especially our own products and the stuff that we've got releasing at the end towards, September. We're going to be releasing an amazing product, which I'm very excited for everybody to see. The reason for this podcast with me just here by myself with no guest today was we wanted to go through a couple of the questions that we have been asked by clients that have come in through the doors of Bankhouse in the past few months. We have onboarded more clients in the past 3 to 4 months than we did in the past 12 months. It has been a massive influx of people coming online, growing their businesses online, and I am answering, especially with mentoring for Dublin City Local Enterprise Office, there's a lot of the same questions coming up over and over again. And just a lot of people don't really understand, and why would they? It's evolved and moved so fast, but they don't really understand what digital marketing is. One of the things I always say is, they may ask many questions, and there's definitely no stupid questions at all, but it's just that we have to break it down for each person each time and say, look, this is, whenever you're asking for this is what this means. Some things, what I always say is, it's like going into a GP surgery with like maybe a fractured ankle and saying, can I have an x-ray? And the GP will say to you, well, you're in the wrong department. That's like someone coming in and saying, well, look, they're dealing with our web developer and they're saying, right, are you looking after my ads? We're like, no, it's actually a different department. So just educating them that if they think that they want a list of stuff, that's actually maybe 3 different projects within one overall campaign. So I just wanted to go through a few questions that is coming up, and just to sort of touch base with them and answer them a bit, because there seem to be queries that people may have, and just about the nervousness of getting onto online and you having their businesses online and growing online. One of the questions is, can my business grow online? And some people have asked me before, can any business grow online? I think the answer is 100% yes. Every business can grow online, and not that every business can grow online, but every business needs to be online. Whether you're driving ads into your business or not, it's irrelevant at this point, as long as you've got all your pixels tracking on your website, and for whenever you want to turn on ads, you don't need that right now, but as long as you have those, because I do believe that every business can benefit from being online, and also with ad campaigns and things like that. So for example, if you were a referral business, a lot of your business came from referrals, and someone is only using Google to track you down. So if someone says, I really want to work with Bankhouse Media, and they type in Bankhouse Media Belfast, and if one of my competitors comes up and I'm not online, if my website doesn't show there, or if my website has no SSL certificate, or if it's not registering with all the stuff that we have it registering with Google, that person who's referred you may find themselves on somebody else's website. So it's very important for you to have a presence online. Have a presence on Instagram, have a presence on Facebook, have a presence on LinkedIn, Google, website, everywhere. You have to literally have a presence there. So I think it's really important for not only can your business grow online, yes, but should I be online? 100% yes. You need to actually have your business placed online, and also doing an audit over and just seeing how your customer is seeing you. That is something that is really, really important. Whenever someone comes through the door and a new client, we'd first of all do an audit of their whole online presence, and whenever we come back with our findings, sometimes they'll be shocked, or sometimes they'll sort of make an excuse. Oh yeah, but I got that website done before and I didn't really need it before. I don't really use it. We're like, yeah, you don't really use it, but your customer will use it. Your customer has been trying to find you and been on your website reading this information that is actually wrong. So yes, your business can grow online, and you must do an audit and check out how your customer is seeing you at all times. So that is one of the questions. Can my business grow online? Yes, any business can grow online. And a lot of people come through and they say, yeah, I want to have Google AdWords, and I want to have, an Instagram campaign, and I want to be like on YouTube as well. You're like, right, okay, so let's look at where your strategy is at, and where your customer is. Let's think about where your customer is, and let's break this down by just saying I want to jump into Google AdWords and then jump into Instagram campaign and then YouTube as well. We're like, okay, let's break this down and put this all into one strategy. I truly believe if you do not have a digital strategy, your business will suffer. And I don't want to freak anybody out by saying that who doesn't have a digital strategy. But if you do not have a digital strategy in this day and age, because everything is digital, your business is going to suffer. We have seen and watched and built businesses that have just grown massively as soon as we put a strategy around their products. As soon as we said, okay, this is how we speak to on this platform to this person, this is how we speak to on this platform to this person, and just we've seen the results just come back. Trying to sort of bury your head in the sand and feeling overwhelmed, that's okay, but it's not going to get your business to where it needs to get to. If you don't have a clue, you can contact us and we will do a consultation, a free 30-minute consultation with anybody, which will do an audit and run through any queries you may have and try to, make sense of them and try to bring them through. But with strategy, you have paid campaigns, you have influencer campaigns, you have your SEO, your blogs, your podcasts, you've got AdWords, and you've got your YouTube ads. There's many different things that you can do to bring more traffic into your business, onto your website, into your sales funnel. And it is just about breaking it down and going it in stage by stage. But every business will benefit from this. If you have a restaurant, you can put a booking system on. You put a review section on your Google My Business. You start to show people at all across, tourists coming into the city, anybody who's out looking for a restaurant, make it very easy for that person to come to you, especially now whenever things are limited and people are limited with getting into restaurants and where they can sit down, and people want to make it easy for them. Put a booking system on your website. We have done this for many restaurants over the past 3 weeks with them all opening up. We are bringing some of their menus completely online, where everything is ordered online, even in the restaurant, just to make it all digital, for just to have not as much contact with other staff members at the minute, because the uncertainty is still there now that everything is opening back up. But whether you have an insurance company, a restaurant, an e-commerce business, whether you have products that you want to sell, having a platform online that can automate all of those services will help you. It will take a lot of pressure off your staff that are working in the business. And it's just like, as I always say, your website is just like another member of staff. It's not another member of staff, it's your best member of staff. It knows every single thing about your business. It knows where what time you open, how much every product is, what is in every single dish, or what is in the exact amount of stock that's there that can be sold. Your website will know all of that, and should be treated like your most valued member of staff. Whenever you clock off at 5 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning after a restaurant or wherever that may be, your website will continue to work and will continue to take bookings, leads, and make sales. We have a couple of different businesses in the fitness space, and we're also doing a lot of e-learning now. Bankhouse is partnering with some companies that are running e-learning. We're opening our own e-learning academy, which we're very excited about. And this gives you an opportunity to your business to make money while there's nobody there, while you sleep. Automating all this stuff and bringing it all through, it really will help bring more revenue into your business and will help it grow. Because there's a lot of people out there not really paying enough attention to this. If you're not paying enough attention to this, you're going to fall behind. Where you might have one source of business might have been, footfall of people walking past or people dropping into your shop to buy one of the skin products. They're no longer in town because they're potentially working from home, but they still want to get that product off you because they like the service that they received. So give them the opportunity to buy it in your e-commerce business. Anything that you have in your shop at all, you can sell. Even if it's a service, you can either take bookings online or sell vouchers, sell gift packs for presents, for Mother's Day present, for Father's Day present, whatever that may be. You will be able to package up your service or product and sell it through your social media, through a paid ad campaign, or whatever that may be, and bringing revenue into your business at all times. So yes, the first question, can my business grow online? And does every business have to be online? 100% yes. And here's why. Because even if you think right now, my business won't really make that much money, is it worth it? You can only try, that's it. But I can guarantee you that if your business is making money in the shop, it will make money online as well, as long as you have a strategy in place and as long as everything is run there. So another one of the questions that a lot of people come and say is like, do I need to run ads? Yes is the answer that I will say. If you want to have more money coming into your business, yes, you do need to run ads. There's a lot goes into the build up to turning on an ad. Making sure that your website's in good shape, making sure that all of your platforms are singing from the same hymn sheet, and also making sure that your sales funnel is in a really good position, that once the lead that you've paid to get onto your page, that it will convert into a sale. And then the money that you've spent bringing that person onto your page, you're going to get that back. A lot of people, whenever somebody says I'm running ads and I'm not having great success, we say, okay, no worries, can we just have a look at the landing page that you're currently working off? Some of the landing pages don't even have direct call to actions on them. They don't even realize they haven't been doing an audit on it. They've just been turned on Google AdWords, and they're bringing people to their platform, and the website would never be able to convert somebody into a lead because the lead generation form was too complicated, maybe 3, 4, 5 pages. It's about making it really, really simple and bringing it back. Yes, you do have to run ads. Well, you don't have to run ads. You can do whatever you want. But if your goal is to bring more revenue into your business, then I would suggest that running an ad campaign. And because it's pay to play now, with everywhere, with Google, with Facebook, with Instagram. If you didn't want to run ads and you wanted to run an influencer campaign, there's brilliant online influencers out there that speak very kindly about your products, give them an affiliate code, and then they will drive traffic to your landing page. But again, you need that landing page, you need the affiliate codes all working, and you need the automated process that someone is going to take it up and go with it. A client did come to us, and he was running various different fitness schemes, and how he was managing the back end was all by himself, like literally by himself, just putting out invoices and waiting for someone to pay him. We didn't end up working with him in the end because he was just he was very much set in his own ways, and he didn't want to move away from that. And I just said, look, there's no point us taking any money off you, because unless we do, we see that like this is not the way that we would suggest working, and for us to do this would be bad business for us, because we want you to have the most successful business. This isn't going to be the way, so it's best if we just part ways at this point. And he totally got it, and we got it, and that's fine. But again, there would be the main questions, do I need to be online? Can my business grow online? And then what kind of marketing strategy do I need to have? And then also, do I need to have ads? There are so many businesses as well that are coming through, and with mentoring for local enterprise office Dublin City, I have been able to work with people and say, right, okay, you've got this product, right? You've got someone coming through your door and they're buying this product off you. Is there any other products in the same niche that person would like to buy, do you think? And I would ask them the question, and they would say, well, that person might buy this. And I'm like, well, why don't you stock that in your shop? They said, but we want to focus on this. And I'm like, but you're taking away the opportunity for that person to buy more. You want to increase the lifetime value of that customer. You want to make sure that you're giving them the best service possible. You don't want them going into another shop and having to buy this other thing. And then you go, right, okay, we've got these two now. Is there anything else? And as you start engaging back and forth with one of your clients on this, their mind then kicks into overdrive, and their homework is, okay, give me a list of products that this business would buy as well in the same area as what it is. People just don't think about it. Increasing the lifetime value of your customer and giving them the best service is also giving them a different product to buy. It's great for you to do an upsell. It's great for you to do a downsell. And then it just allows them the opportunity to say, yeah, let's put more into my basket here, because I'm going to check out here. I like these guys. I trust them anyway. I might as well get all the products here. So thinking about that as well, looking at other different areas, that what other services can you provide in the niche that you're in, you know. A lot, whenever we went into lockdown, as a team, we all got together and I said, look, I'm repeating myself 24/7 here at the minute with mentorship and with the clients that were coming in. Now, I love to do it, and I'm passionate about every single business that comes through the door. I genuinely am. I love to see them succeed. I love to see revenue grow for them, and I love to see them either get more leads or get more sales. That is what I'm passionate about. It's all about the client making as much money as possible. That's why they pay us, and that's why they come back, and that's why they refer us. And we do everything we can to help that. But what I did say was, a lot of people are asking so many questions that they want to take this into their own hands. They want to take the control back to themselves, and they want to say no. They weren't just happy with saying, here's your fee. I'll see you at the end of the month with the results. They want to know what we're doing. They want to know why we're doing it. They want to know how we plan on doing it. And I love that, because it means that we can set the expectation for the client, and I can say, but I told you that this is what was going to happen, and now we've hit that. Now we're going to move on to the next stage. And you can break it down into phases for them. We were overwhelmed with the amount of clients and the amount of questions that were coming in, that I spoke to my business partner, and then I spoke to the team, and I thought, right, okay, let's put together a course that is going to teach people exactly what every single department does, and show them how to take this into their own hands. There's a lot of clients that can come through in Bankhouse that would contact us for a consultation now, and maybe their budgets aren't really big. We do as much as we can with them, maybe do a bit of mentorship and teach them how to do some of this stuff themselves. And what I find is companies that actually want to do that and are paying for mentorship and want to do it themselves, they have great success, because they're hungry to succeed. They're saying, yes, I want more of this. Can you show me how to do this? And I say, yeah, no worries. This is what it's going to be. This is how much it's going to cost. So what we've done is we have actually created an online digital course, which we're very excited about releasing. It's going to go through your branding is not just a logo. You know, what is your brand? What does it stand for? Figuring out the why of your business. You know, all these different things that people just take for granted, and they don't really realize how important it is. We have went through every single thing that you can possibly do with branding, everything you can do with lead generation, where to place your ads. You know, it's probably about 10 hours long, and a big chunk of that is actually going to be for the ad setup, setting up your ads, adding your pixels, opening your Facebook shop, driving traffic to that, making sure your copywriting is in really good shape, and converting them into leads and into sales. We've got it currently being beta tested at the minute with a couple of different people. And we're very excited. We aim to launch this in September. We have everything finished. We'll have the full academy built by the end of this month. That's our hard deadline, by the end of August. And then we're launching in September. The course is also going to be delivered on weekly calls. So you're going to have an accountability call to make sure that you're doing all the stuff that is in the course, and also to open it up to ask me or one of the team, the ad expert, any of the client managers, or any of the strategists. Any questions will all be on calls at different times throughout the whole process. And we'll just do a weekly accountability call, and then literally bringing people in and showing them how to make their own money, how to grow their own businesses, and how to make the most out of their ads. You know, Facebook ads, Google AdWords, YouTube ads, they all sound complicated, and yeah, they are, until you're literally taught how to do it. And then whenever you're taught how to do it, then how to have somebody to bounce back on and ask questions. I've always had mentors in this space, and I think it's really important for somebody to be held accountable, and that's one thing that we really wanted to add into this course as well. Now, we are going to be obviously interviewing people coming through here, success stories, speaking to different people in the industry that have shared their stories of how they can grow their business and how they've done it. And I'm really looking forward to those, but also we're going to have some short Q&As, which we're going to be talking about various different things over the coming weeks and months. You know, what is SEO? What is pay per click? You know, why do I need a landing page? What is a lead magnet? How do I build a lead magnet? And I'm really looking forward to this podcast series, just answering all these questions, because I do think there's a hunger for it, and I do think it's something that will really benefit people's businesses and really push them forward and say, yeah, I can do this, and I want to take control of this into my own hands. 90% of the new business that we came through, probably about 80% actually, but just around 80% of it is all female entrepreneurs. They all are really, really blazing up in the industries that they're in, whether it's skincare, hair, selling products on e-commerce businesses, and there's so many just absolutely smashing it out there at the minute, and they also have a real hunger for wanting to know more. They all ask the question at the end of it, why are we doing this? What are you doing that for? What is the importance of that? Because they want to see where their money's going. They want to see that they're going to get a return out of it. And I think it's brilliant, because we're educating them all the way through of right, how to increase the lifetime value of your customer. It's something that people want to do. It's something that we want to make sure our clients are doing, and something that we want to do for ourselves. Everybody has the opportunity to do this. Everybody has the opportunity to get their business online and to grow their business online. And I just think that it's all about education. It's all about learning. You don't know what you don't know right now, and that's not anybody's fault. I think if it was, we did put it out to some of our clients that, maybe didn't have the money to invest in their businesses at that time. I said, look, what if we had an online trading platform and you were able to take control of this yourselves? Every single one of them came back and said yes. We also put a Survey Monkey out. We also asked our clients in that way, would you like to take control of this yourself if you had the opportunity to? And so many of them said yes, came back and said we want to do it. Now, some people love to delegate, and they love to say, no, I'm glad that you guys have that under control. I can focus on what I'm meant to be doing. And I think that is really, really important as well, focusing on what you're meant to be doing and allowing the experts to do it. But at the same time, you want to know everything that the experts are doing. You want to actually be aware of that as well, because then it puts your mind at ease, because you sort of have an idea, okay, well, whenever they say to me they're doing that or doing that, they're not speaking in a different language. It's something I understand, and it's something that I'm happy that I know that they're doing. So basically, lockdown has been crazy. As I said, with local enterprise office Dublin City, so many people are coming through there. They also released the trading online vouchers, which we've just been snowed under with. We've got a couple of new members joined the team, which I'm really excited about. And we've also opened an office in Belfast, as I said. So it has been a really, really crazy time. There's so much uncertainty now about going out, people going back to work, not really understanding how it's going to be, what's going to happen to my business. I don't know either, but I do think that this will blow over and businesses will come back strong. I think, obviously we're going to have an issue with unemployment for a while, because there has been closures throughout the different industries. But I know with my clients that had the ones that have stayed growing all the way through COVID, that have been selling with their e-commerce businesses, I know they're doing really well, really, really strong. And anybody in the hospitality that we work with, I know that they're overwhelmed with work, with click and collect deliveries, bookings for tables. And that's all stuff that we had helped, them with putting into place to make sure that their business was easier coming out the other side. There is stuff that you can do right now that can benefit your business throughout this period and coming back into opening up. There is ways that you can bring people into your shop, whether it's online or in a shop front. There is ways that you can sell your services. It is on digital, and if you feel overwhelmed and you think, well, how do I do that? Please do pick up the phone or send an email, and one of the guys will do myself or one of the team will give you a 30-minute consultation to see if there's a way that we can help. There's also so many grants out there that are available. We know a lot about them now, because we're working with Local Enterprise Office, because we're working with Intertrade Ireland. So if there was anybody had any questions about their strategy, about their digital presence, there also is grants out there that can help you achieve your goals that you set, But yeah, so I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is just me rambling on for a Q&A today, answering a couple of questions that were out there, giving you an update on the business and letting you know where we're at and how we're growing and how we can help more companies more effectively. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. There will be more guests coming in the future, and I look forward to chatting to everybody. Thank you again for listening, and if you like this podcast, please like, share and subscribe.